welcome to Southside Garage, and welcome to part 3 of the Harley Burnout bike. Okay, so we're up to now. In this video we'll be putting the carby on and putting a bit of fuel in it and from spinning it over and see if we can get this thing to start. I know I said in part 2 that I was going to delete the whole Vose system, but I'm actually only going to delete the vacuum operated petcock side of it, and the vacuum advance I'll keep that for the time being. So what else we've been doing in the meantime is hooked up a test light to the oil pressure switch just there in the front underneath the oil filter, and had the plugs out of it, spinning it over and using the test light just to make sure that we did have oil pressure. And yeah, the test light goes out fairly quickly when you start spinning it over, and then comes back on again when you stop, as expected. So we know we definitely got oil pressure. So that's all good. So yeah, we're going to crack on with putting this carby on. A little bit of a mixed match of parts to get the carby ready. I pulled the bowl off and checked the jets. They didn't have any numbers on them. But as I mentioned in the last video, you get a bag of jets with the carby. So I went back with 48 pilot jet and a 180 main jet. And a few things I found: the choke cable mechanism, some of the parts are a little bit different, so I had to mix and match from the old carby and the new one, and I was able to get that all functioning. There's linkage over this side where your cables go. This piece here is a different design to what was on the other carby, so we had to take this piece off the other carby and put it on. But it wasn't quite that simple, because this little locating piece here was too small on this side, and so I had to file it out so it fitted on that locator there. And so anyway, we got there in the finish, and this is ready to go on now. So we'll bang that on. Okay, I do believe we're ready to see if this thing's going to run. These pipes are full of oil, so I've just set up some rags around the place to try and, if it does fire, the oil flying out of the pipes. We should really have a battery in there as well as the jumper leads it onto the battery, but we'll see. Might be enough to spin it over with the plugs in. I guess we're going to find out. So we'll just set up the camera, the phone somewhere, so you can see what's going to happen. Runs. Oh, well, there you go. Who would have thought? After so many years of sitting outside in the weather, and rain and so on, it started first time I actually tried to start it. So the Chinese carby worked well, and even though we had to do a few mods to it to get it to fit on that particular bike. So we're going to wrap it up there, guys, for part 3, and let the smoke settle in here for a while. And part 4, we'll get after the wiring and so on, strip all the wiring out of it that's not going to be used anymore, and sort of tidy that up a little bit, and so on, and take it from there. So thanks for watching, fellas.